Today's video is going to be all about the Chanel Jumbo Flap versus the small bag. So we're going to be doing a size comparison, and we're going to be also talking about pros and cons and why I have decided that it's time to let the Jumbo go. Today's video is sponsored by LXR & Co. If you haven't heard of them, LXR & Co. is a vintage luxury retailer that specializes in authentic handbags, accessories, and home goods from designer brands such as Hermes, Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Bottega Veneta, Gucci, and Prada, just to name a few. They're available in the US and Canada, and I actually recently got my Hermes Evelyn bag through LXR & Co. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I also recently got an Hermes Avalon blanket. That one is also purchased from LXR & Co. And because this is the second time that I'm partnering with them, I also have a special promo code that you guys can use on the LXR & Co website. If you use code NatalieM20, then you can save 20 off, and that applies to one item off the website. However, it does exclude Chanel, Hermes Birkin bags, and home goods. So if you have your eye on a vintage Evelyn bag, then make sure you head over to the website, use my code, and you can save yourself a couple of $100. So again, big thanks to LXR & Co for sponsoring this video, and with that, let's get into it. So as we all know, Chanel is just such a really big investment, and year after year, the price increases are just completely insane. Even though I've been thinking about letting go of my Jumbo for some time now, I haven't done it just because I haven't had a chance to actually go into the store and try on small or a medium, and I haven't had a chance to really look at what other Chanel bags kind of speak to me. I want to have a handbag that's going to be used over and over again, that's going to serve multiple purposes like evening events, and for casual settings as well. I wanted to definitely stay within the classic flap family for that reason. So I'm going to be talking a bit later in this video about who I've decided to sell my bag with and why I haven't decided to go the private route. But first, let's just talk about the pros and cons of this bag and why it doesn't suit my needs. So this is my Chanel Jumbo, and I still do love this bag. I think it's really beautiful. I love the patent leather finish. It makes it a very durable bag. I don't have to worry about it scuffing or showing a lot of wear and tear. I bought this one back in 2016, and I did buy this pre-loved. And the reason that I've decided to sell it is quite simply because of the size. I find that I don't reach for it as often, even when I wear it for an evening event. I feel like the bag is quite big. It's also kind of cumbersome. Like if you ever sit at a dinner and you have to put your handbag somewhere and you put it in the back of your seat, like I'm very hyper aware that this bag is there, and it feels so big. Even though it's very classic and iconic, it also feels more casual because of the size. Now, you can fit a considerable amount in the Jumbo. My go-to has always been my LV19 pouch, which fits so beautifully in there. I have my Chanel card holder. This one is in the patent leather finish as well. And funny enough, I bought this, or my husband gifted this to me way before I got the bag. If I want to put my LV pocket notebook, that fits in there as well. Glasses. For the most part, that's kind of everything that I would carry in my bag. This one isn't the double flap, so I think because of that, it does fit more in it. It's got that pocket in the back, and because it's the Jumbo size, I do find that I use the back pocket quite often, especially when I travel. The pocket in the back is great, the size is great. The strap is really long. This one is more suitable to be worn on the shoulder with the double strap. I think it looks so great that way. However, I find that if I want to wear it crossbody, there is such a simple trick that you can do. You just pull the strap inside the flap. You grab a tie, and I don't have a tie with me right now, so I'm just going to use a hair clip. Not going to work, but maybe for demonstration purposes it will. All of a sudden you have a shorter strap and you can wear it cross body. So that's kind of my hack if you want to shorten the strap on your Jumbo and just wear it cross body and have it looking really cute. Another way that I've been wearing this bag has actually been inspired by the Gabrielle bag. The strap that goes across the chest and then over the shoulder. I think it looks so contemporary and so modern and cool that way. I played around with it one day. I thought, well, the strap is probably long enough to accommodate that look. And it does. So all you do is you take the strap as if you were going to put it over your shoulder, but instead you just put your head in the center, and that's kind of it. I think it looks a lot more fresh this way, but after a while I do find that this has a tendency to fall off my shoulder. I don't know if it's the same for the Gabrielle bag, but that's the case for the Jumbo anyway. Because I did name quite a few cons, I just wanted to talk about the pros of the Jumbo. I think that this is a great bag for people who are on the go. If you're traveling, this is a really good size in my opinion. And then of course you would have like a tote bag or whatever else to carry your laptop. So let's just do a really quick side comparison. This is the Jumbo, this is the small. This one I find to be a lot more easy to wear, especially since I'm more on the petite side. It makes such a big difference in my closet and how I wear the bags. Of course, this one has the back pocket, as does the patent leather one. Okay, so why have I decided to get rid of the Jumbo now and downgrade if we're talking about size? There's the price increase. At this point, I can pretty much get my money back and then a little bit more from the price that I paid for my Jumbo back in 2016. And also because the timing was right. I've just been thinking about it for so many years now. I've had enough time with the Jumbo to know that I'm not reaching for the bag often enough, and it's just kind of sitting in my closet looking really pretty. And that's just a complete waste of a Chanel bag if you ask me. So this is the double flap that I recently acquired from LXR & Co. This is in the lambskin finish with the gold hardware. It is a double flap, and again, it's vintage. When you're buying a Chanel bag, vintage is definitely a good route to go, especially if it's your first one. You can save a good amount of money. I'm not used to seeing the flap because again, my Jumbo was a single flap. We have the little zipper on the inside. I guess this would be good for like a note or a lipstick or something like that. We have a pocket over here. This is the main compartment. There are two pockets, and then it's in that really nice burgundy lambskin. This one is made in France. And then it's got another compartment just over here, and then the back pocket, which I talked about. And I find that it's not as convenient as the one in the Jumbo, and that's probably because of the size. Now, the great thing about this bag, and the reason I want to go for the small versus the medium. First of all, I like small bags. A lot of my bags are small, and they're the ones that I reach for often. So I don't want to make the mistake again of going with a bigger bag that I'm not going to be using. I love how chic this looks. This is the kind of bag that you can style in a casual setting and it could still look really amazing, or you can take it with you for a dinner out or an event or a wedding and it's still gonna look incredible. This is the kind of bag that elevates just even the most simplest of outfits, and it's iconic. When I tried this small on, and maybe it's the gold hardware and the lambskin finish versus the patent leather, I just feel like this is so much more chic. This is like French women, just like the epitome of style. Already, I'm just so in love with this bag. How I've been wearing it is over the shoulder, and my absolute favorite way to wear it is crossbody. It just sits right above my hip, and I love that the strap is a little bit shorter. It just kind of gives it that more contemporary, edgy vibe when you wear it crossbody. And then of course you can do the double strap and it still looks amazing. Like it's such a beautiful bag. Or you can use it, just carry it under your arm like this, like just the epitome of fashion and style. All right, so let's see what we can fit in the small already. I know that my LV pouch is not gonna fit in here. It's pretty much the same size, so this is so awkward. I'm not going to attempt this any further just because I don't want to put stress on the leather or the bag. But the best thing to do is just to take everything out and ditch the pouch altogether. Hand cream, hand sanitizer, lipstick, lip balm. That one's from Biossance and it is amazing. LV pocket book, card holder. Okay, I'm starting to struggle a little. Whew, okay. I don't know what's in here that's preventing it from closing. So that's everything that fits in the small bag. It's actually a lot more than I was expecting. I am so happy with this size and with the way that it looks and how it's incorporating into my closet so seamlessly so far. I think it looks great with denim, it looks great with trousers, it looks great with knits, trench coats, just like everything that I have in my closet already. And I can see myself wearing it a lot. I've decided to put my Chanel jumbo bag in the hands of LXR & Co. when it comes to selling it. I did think about selling it privately, however, just because of the value and to protect myself, and just go with LXR & Co. and they can handle the transaction. I've also decided that it's time to let go of another bag in my collection, and that is the Celine Nano luggage. This has been such a good bag for me. However, I haven't been reaching for it as often in the last couple of years. I should mention that I can sell my bags to them. However, the amount that I'm going to receive back is not going to be as big because the bags are more than $995. I'm going to be receiving 80% and they're going to be getting 20%. They do have a breakdown that reflects the value of the handbag that you're consigning with them, and just kind of varies according to the value, the condition of the bag, the popularity of the bag, etc. If you're interested in consigning with them and you have a bag that's under $550, the consignment split is 55% for the customer and 45% for LXR & Co. $551 to $994. This split is going to be 65% to the customer and 35% to LXR & Co. If you have a bag like mine that are more than $995, then your split is 80% and LXR & Co. gets 20%. The contract consigning with them is for 3 months. I'm also agreeing to getting 20% less commission on the item if it sells on promotion. If I decide I'm a month in, my Chanel or my Celine bag haven't sold, I'm getting impatient, I want that money in my pocket right away to put towards a new bag, then I can just say to them, hey, do you want to buy my bag instead? And they'll do that. They'll get back to me with a price, and if I agree, then the transaction is complete. They also have skilled buyers with 5 years plus experience in vintage luxury authentication and valuation. In the past, whenever I've needed help with their customer service, they have been phenomenal. They even followed up on an issue that I had, and it was just about shipping. They got back to me the next day in my email, and they were tracking my item and they were looking into this carefully as if it was their own item. And I was just blown away by the level of customer service, because I can't remember the last time that I had a company go above and beyond to help me get an item and get it across the border. And it was my Avalon blanket from Hermes, and it was stuck in FedEx, and LXR & Co. was helping me every step of the way. I'm vouching for them as a customer, and also from working with them. They have been incredible. I'm also going to leave the link for FAQs if you're interested in buying, conselling. I've been talking too long. I'm going to leave a link down below if you're interested in buying, selling, or consigning with LXR & Co. So it's just a link for FAQs, and that's going to be in the description box along with my promo code if you're interested in buying with them as well. So this is the recent bag that I got with LXR & Co. This is the Hermes Evelyn PM. This is the version 1, and I can do a whole review on this bag as well. I have been wearing this bag so much this spring, and I absolutely love it. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have already seen me wearing and styling these items, and I'm obsessed. This orange makes me so happy right now. Let me know in the comments down below if you think I made the right choice in parting ways with the jumbo and getting a small in its place. Also, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.